start streaming, start recording, and then we do that awkward waiting for a minute, even though we're live. And we're
And we
live.
are live. Let me double check on my channel.
I'm hitting them now. Let's see if it works. They haven't changed in like 2 months, so they better.
Yes. But one of our topics this week is that, yep, we're going live, is that say goodbye to YouTube Studio Classic because it's going away at the end of April or before the end of April, which hopefully that means our stream keys stay the same because that'd be super convenient.
All three of mine are
But
live. We are good to go. Oh, look at that. We just shared our stream keys. So they're going to change.
oh, nice.
How about we shared something important, right? The quality might be so low that no one could tell.
That's what happens when you do display capture instead of window capture, apparently.
Yeah, yes. Oh, well.
Cool. As you can probably tell, if you're watching the stream, we're streaming remotely, or I'm streaming remotely today. Hopefully we have my audio, which actually I'm going to check on my phone to make sure.
Ooh, yeah, it's a good option to actually double check the audio. But yeah, so the stream keys definitely leaked, but that should be fine. We'll just change them.
We can change our stream keys. Rip. Yep. So I did get audio on my phone watching the stream, so that's awesome.
Perfect. Awesome. We got some super interesting topics along with all of Jesse's topics.
Ouch.
Sick burn. If the scrolly thing works. Microsoft Office is getting rebranded to Microsoft. Or so the first two lines of the article says.
Microsoft 365.
Yeah, instead of Microsoft Office 365, right? The technicalities.
Yes, correct.
Microsoft Teams, there's actually percentage on how much it surged, which is really amazing. It's so hard not to look to my left to talk to you. China wants a new internet standard. This is kind of creepy, but I think there are a lot of cool things about this one. I can't scroll.
Microsoft Edge with vertical aligned tabs.
I wouldn't have to scroll if I didn't have my tabs on top.
Google is not in a joking mood. There will be no April 1st joke this year, or so they tell us.
There has to be one.
Learn to Zoom. If you don't know what Zoom is, you're probably not in school right now. Because all the schools are using Zoom, but I've never used Zoom in my life, I don't think. Actually, I helped someone set up Zoom on their computer one time.
I don't even know what it looks like. It's just like the free Skype.
Exactly, enough, right? Yeah. And for the record, we're using Discord, which hopefully works fine. We'll see.
Yeah. Let's hope, right?
COVID may affect your Steam download rate, or at least for auto upgrading, what do they call it? Auto update. Update, yeah.
Every time you start Steam, it tries to update. That's aggravating. Pokemon Go is now Pokemon Stay. Interesting. I like that.
I thought that was funny.
Minecraft is this about the? Oh no, it's not. Okay, this is about the graduation, the school graduation. I thought this was gonna be about the ray tracing. I didn't put that article. I just thought about that. Minecraft ray tracing. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. It does look very nice, but I can't afford that graphics card.
Yeah.
Maybe with my $1,200 stimulus check.
Yeah. Gaming will likely survive a recession. It will definitely survive. There's no way people are like,
yeah,
I'm too poor to have fun.
That's why I put that article in there. I was like, yeah, no duh. And then our final topic, say goodbye to YouTube Studio Classic before the end of April.
No, I'm going to
which isn't really a topic, but it's just sad.
I'm not switching.
Good luck.
There's no chance.
I think they're completely disabling support.
I will download the webpage and use it. For the first topic, we have I don't know if your audio cut out or if you were actually silent, but our
I
first
was
topic.
nodding,
Okay. Uh,
nodding with my good luck face.
Microsoft Office is rebranding to Microsoft, as far as I can tell.
To Microsoft 365.
Yeah.
It's got a full name.
Ooh. It's an adult now. Oh, that was the wrong key. My shortcuts.
Are your shortcuts affecting Discord too now?
Yeah.
I look like I've teleported.
You just, I don't, let's hope that there's nothing important on the screen. Where's that little down button? There you are. I can't go too far to the side. There you
Nice.
go. All right, so I gotta do it this way. Haha. Oh, that's sad. You're not in the.
It's fine. I just disappeared, guys.
He's never
Maybe in
been
the future.
here. You've been a figment of my imagination for the past year. It's been a stream of me by myself for a full year. Microsoft aims
Throw
to
back
win.
to the Joker movie.
Yeah, right. Win back their consumers with new Microsoft 365 subscriptions. Air quotes there.
Oh.
As far as I can understand, all they're doing is like a rebrand.
A rebranding, maybe like a repricing too, restructuring
Yes.
the pricing scheme. It looks like beginning April 21st, it's going to be priced at $6.99 per month for a one person for a personal account and $9.99 a month for a family of up to 6 people.
Which is odd that they pick 6 people for a family, and most things seem to
Most
do 4
pick
or 5.
4, yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it looks like it's pretty standard. It doesn't look like it's mind blowing, in my opinion.
Looking at this web page, what's up with this phone? Is there some kind of mobile version? Microsoft's new family safety app.
So I guess you can monitor
Oh.
what your kids are doing.
If you scroll down beneath the picture of the phone, it talks about a driving report,
Yeah.
which allows you to keep an eye on like first-time drivers or young drivers.
Yep, and it can generate notifications when a family member leaves home, work, or school, and enables location sharing. And then from on the phone, It looks like it tells you they watched movies and TV for an hour and a half. They played Minecraft for 23 minutes. And so Windows 10 can know what apps you're using or programs if you're normal.
Interesting. Okay.
Which is cool, I guess. I mean,
if that's what you're looking for.
If you really want to see what your kids are doing on the computer, more power to you. I don't know. It would be cool to see the big companies have like a package service. So instead of paying for Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, you could pay for like a triple package or something. Or if it was a third party that even did it. It's kind of like how Honey has coupons for all the different places. Honey could have the streaming package, and then you're basically paying for TV again.
Yeah.
But then instead of paying,
but then you don't have to worry about like the monthly payments and
yeah, it might be a discount because
especially if all the content could be in one place.
Yeah. So instead of paying 10, 10, 10, you could be paying 25 or something. But then you might not use one of the services, but then they still get a little cut.
Yeah. And then if you didn't have to dig through Netflix looking for your show, and then dig through Amazon, if you could just dig through one app for
That's
the
one nice
shows
part
on
about
all the
Google
different
search
platforms.
is that you can Google search your movie or TV show you want to see, and it'll tell you what streaming service it's on.
Oh, cool.
And then you just have to own all the streaming services. Microsoft Teams. I like this article simply for the statistic, not much of anything else.
That is a massive statistic.
775% surge. That's almost.
That is amazing.
That's 8 people for every one normal user they have.
Yeah. Which at my office we use Skype. But we even use Skype when we're in the office. Like I use Skype just as much now working from home as I did when I was working from the office.
Oh, so it really hasn't
But
changed for
that's
you.
because that's because our office is small and we work with offices in other states. So our teams are like cross state. But yeah, with so many people working from home that don't normally work from home,
Yeah.
that's amazing. And I've definitely noticed when I did drive to the office, there was so much less traffic.
So I've noticed zero
So much less
difference
traffic.
so far. Now that the state's kicked in
Usually,
today, I think I'll see it tomorrow
yeah,
morning.
true.
But
Yeah, usually when I'm driving to work, it takes about 40 minutes. But
whoa.
with no traffic, it takes 20 minutes, half the time. It's pretty crazy.
Okay. Like a bad drive to work for me is that I get stopped by one stoplight. Otherwise, I never have to break speed limit. So I don't think I'll notice too much of a difference, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's still cars on the road for me, but it's just not
Yeah.
backed up. Which, hey,
All,
I'm cool with
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I might see two less cars. I saw I was out riding today and I saw one of those big harvester things, but it has the sprays to spray the chemicals on the plants. And
Okay, on the crops and stuff.
he swung his arm out over the road as I was coming up to it. I almost pissed
Oh
myself.
my goodness.
I was like, that's a lot of
Oh,
tractor.
that's scary.
But yeah, all he was doing was U-turning because his crops came up right to the road. So he was like going forward and then
Gotcha.
U-turning to go back down. It wasn't even a close call. It was just like one of those like, hey, that could
What's
have been
going on
bad.
here?
Yeah, that shouldn't be in the road. It was cool though. Speaking of other things that are cool, China wants a new internet.
Hey,
I have a hard
China
time.
and our good friend Huawei.
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 I have the hardest time talking with headphones on. I can't stand my in the head voice.
Oh, I'm used to it because of Skype meetings at work and some gaming. Because
Ooh.
whenever I game, it's always with people, not single player stuff.
I almost only play single player, all in the VR.
True.
So this topic here, a new internet protocol with a built-in kill switch. I really couldn't care about less about the built-in kill switch, even though that's like the main part of this.
Yeah. The
Uh,
main tagline.
yeah, the part that I really like about this was a new IP that would require authentication and authorization of not just new internet addresses, but also the humans involved and the data packets being sent. So it's instead of like paying for internet service to your house, it sounds like that instead you're paying for an internet subscription to your life, which would make a
Okay.
curious argument that like if you went to the library, China, if you went to a library and signed in under your human IP address, would your internet be faster than the guy sitting beside you if he had a
It sounds like it very well could be. Almost like they're prioritizing packets based
people?
on
Yeah.
the IP. Yeah.
So yeah, instead of internet
That
being
sounds
like
like it could. Go ahead.
oh, and so instead of internet being like electricity or water or something, it's more like a car where you're paying, you get what you're paying for anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't really
But I
like
could
it.
definitely see some privacy issues arise from that.
There's a lot. There's a lot of
Yeah.
privacy issues.
And I wonder what this kill switch is talking about. Because generally when I hear an internet kill switch, it's a VPN talking about if you lose connection to our VPN, we will cut
Auto
off the
kill.
internet
Yeah.
connection. So whatever you're browsing doesn't get shared on a non VPN connection. But for this, I'm not sure.
Yeah. One thing I would like about this is that I think it would cut down a lot on the trolling and the just terrible internet posts. And it would be really interesting to see a second Wikipedia where there's one where just everyone just dumps information into the website, and there's ones like, oh, you can see that this person is this person that lives here with this email address or this phone number, and you can actually, it's more authenticated, I guess, which is what sounds like they're trying to do.
I can definitely see a lot of privacy issues arising out of that, but I would be totally fine with certain websites requiring that kind of
real ID
authentication. Yeah. So, there may be websites out there like that that do require you to submit a picture of your photo ID or something like that.
Yeah. So like
Wikipedia doesn't, but
in a way, we almost already do it with like the Facebook. You can do sign in with Facebook.
True.
And you could argue Facebook is a form of real ID, even though it's not a legal ID.
Yeah, I can see that. That, or even like your Google account.
Yeah. And so I can just see another little icon that says sign in with FID for federal ID or something. I don't know. I think it'd be an interesting concept. If a website only had that option, then I would just not use the website. Like,
yeah, or at least not contribute to that website.
Yeah. But as long as it's not regulated where you have to have it, then I'm okay with it. It's just a
yeah.
It's essentially another profile that you can make or not have.
Yeah. I'm surprised Craigslist doesn't have something like that.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me that you can't see like points on Craigslist. It just
like think about Uber. I haven't used Uber, but Uber has like you can rate your driver. And,
yeah, super simple concept.
Yeah.
Good driver, bad driver. You're good. Good to go.
Yeah. And you get a picture of the driver before they show up so you can verify that it's actually them who's picking you up. I'm surprised Craigslist doesn't have anything like that. And so I see where they're going more with the being free and open, but
yeah,
I guess Facebook Marketplace or whatever it is has something more similar to that, you know?
Yeah.
You need a Facebook account at least.
Yeah, so you could stay with the Craigslist and it can be anonymous, air quotes on that one. Or you could have a verified Craigslist account with a pointing system.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Craigslist doesn't have something like that.
But I
guess it could be cheated potentially, but
if that adds too much to their server database, because then they're actually having to keep something.
Yeah, dealing with actual personal information could be kind of sketchy. Whereas Facebook already has that data, so, you know.
It's like, why not?
They're already having to meet those guidelines, yeah. But when I bought my kayak, I bought it off of Facebook. And it was kind of cool to be able to see a picture of the guy I was meeting and see that he had some mutual friends. And it was less sketchy than Craigslist, even though I've never had a bad experience with Craigslist.
Yeah.
It's less sketchy when you know what you're getting into.
Yep. So, yeah, I bought my kayak off of Facebook also, and I had to drive 2.5 hours to go get it. But I met them at their house, and I think that made them more comfortable because they could see, oh, this is like 100 photos of me. Here's 100 photos of everything I do for a living. And it's very like, here's everything you would ever want to know about Nephew Tech.
Yeah.
But then,
but having something like that for the internet would be very interesting.
Yeah. Craigslist, I'm always, let's meet at fast food. Because I really don't want to have to bother a police station. I feel terrible doing it. And you can eat if you're at a fast food restaurant.
Microsoft Edge. Vertically aligned tabs. When I first saw this, I thought, why? Why would they try and change it? Doesn't Microsoft know every time they build a browser, it dies? But then, as I thought about it more, I realized that it actually makes quite a bit of sense to have them on the left side. Because
I'm so glad you...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Your sentence struck, so I was like, oh.
But it makes sense to have it on the left side, though, because you can move your mouse over the left side of the screen and have everything hidden until you hover over it. And then when it slides out, you can actually read the whole word. Whereas if it's a tab at the top, if you have too many tabs, you can't read the whole thing. Yeah, you just see the icon.
So they tried doing this whole go to the side of the screen and it pops out thing with Windows 8. It's the only thing I have to say really
Okay.
about it. No one knows how to
And
use
it
Windows 8.
didn't work out. Yeah. Yeah.
I do agree that it's
It
nice to
looks
see the full word.
Yes, for sure. It looks like there's still like the tabs at the top though, judging from this animation. I wonder what's up
I
with
wonder.
that.
I wonder
Is
if
that
they're
just
showing you
comparing
the
it to how
difference. Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Oh, actually, I think when they click the top left corner, maybe it toggles. Yeah, you see that tiny little window in the top left corner of the browser window? It looks like when they click that top left corner, it goes into the vertically aligned mode.
Okay.
So for Windows, obviously, I have the toolbar at the bottom, but on my Mac for work, I actually have the toolbar on the left side of the screen because I like how you can hover over the left side of the screen and it pops out and you can view like the entire text of whatever you're going to open up. And it's convenient too because it's at like the far left side of my screen rather than on the bottom of every single screen. But I kind of like the vertical tabs.
You said you had your taskbar on the left side?
On my Mac, my
On your
MacBook.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure that one
Not
out.
Windows.
Because it's like you definitely have it on the bottom on your laptop and having it two different ways. Okay. That's amazing. Yeah, because I know a lot of Linux distributions put it on their left.
Yep, exactly. And the Mac is configurable. Like you can do it the bottom of the screen, the left side, the right side, probably the top. But most people I've seen have it at the bottom. But I saw one guy who had it on the left side of the screen at work, and I ended up liking that, and it works fine. And I also like how it gets hidden by default, whereas with Windows, it's always shown, which there's an option to hide it automatically on Windows, but I don't like the way it activates. It feels much more natural on the Mac.
Okay.
For some reason.
Yeah, it does. Like almost like when your mouse goes down to like the last 1/5 of the screen or something. I feel like it should like start popping, like it should react.
Yeah, that's more similar to how the Mac is, whereas Windows is
you have to be.
Yeah, you really have to drag it all the way down.
Yeah.
And maybe even hold it down there. So we'll see how Microsoft modifying the way we use test not ended well yet, but we'll see.
Okay, you just roboted all over that. You want to say that once again?
I said, hopefully it turns out good because I do like the left side, the vertically aligned tab. But Microsoft's confident people use browsers. It's not worked out in the past. So all the best to you, though.
Yeah. Hopefully it works out well. So this is probably the saddest news so far this month. It's probably the worst news that you could get.
Come on, guys.
Google cancels its infamous April Fool's jokes this year. So this is not official from as far as I know. So it was a internal email from the Business Insider.
Okay.
And oh, come on. Look at that. Let's see if we can get past these ads. But it looks like it was an internal email from the business and that the Business Insider got a hold of somehow.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing here. It says Google will take the year off from that tradition out of respect for all those fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. Our highest goal right now is to be helpful to people, so let's save the jokes for next April, which will undoubtedly be a whole lot brighter than this one. Yeah, to say the least.
Okay, so I have a little problem here.
I'm not very familiar with the April Fool's jokes that Google plays, but I can understand if they're pretty elaborate that it takes a lot of time that can be better spent.
But so I clicked on the Business Insider page to see what that letter was.
Yeah.
There's no X. Oh, okay. Go that way. That works. I know how to get out of it. They did a full page pop up and then I didn't have an X to get out of it.
Nice user experience.
Yeah. Not going back to the Business Insider. I've always liked the April Fool's pranks from Google. I'm curious if YouTube will still have one. Oh, here we go.
I'm guessing that YouTube probably won't. Just because this article talks about like their elaborate pranks with all of their products. So I'm assuming they're going to not do any of those.
Oh. So I think we should reschedule April 1st then. Can we do like a September 1st or something? Because I've always appreciated the April Fool's pranks of the Megacorps. I think we shouldn't just quit being happy.
Yep.
But we'll see. Maybe it's not a real letter. Maybe it was a doctored letter.
Hashtag fake news.
Yep.
Hashtag we just got demonetized. Speaking of demonetized, this video is sponsored by, I wonder if I can do it, J-Mart Media and
Nephew
am I
Tech.
pointing the right way? Nephew Tech.
Oh,
nice.
You are pointing
I am pointing the right way. That was pretty good.
I almost messed it up. Same place every week.
Learn to Zoom. Like I mentioned earlier, we're using Discord for this. Wow, that's loud.
Uh-oh.
There's an auto playing video there.
Let's hope it don't load on me.
Yeah. Yeah, we're using Discord for this video call. But Zoom is another popular video calling app, which is really popular for schools for some reason. I'm not sure why exactly.
I have no idea because I thought they had like some special contract, but it looks like everyone's just using the free version of Zoom.
Gotcha.
I'm curious.
Maybe that's why, because it's free.
But so is Skype, right?
That's what I thought.
And
I know, at my work we use the business version of Skype, but I'm pretty sure
it's included with Office, and I think all kids have Office from their school.
True.
But so is Discord, so is Google Hangouts.
That's true.
I think Google
Hangouts is kind of dead.
I still use Google Hangouts a lot, actually. Not for video calling, but for...
Oh, it's not dead? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, for chatting. Yeah, there's still at least one user using it. So you're a Zoomer boy.
I've used Zoom one time in my life trying to help someone else set up Zoom, but that's it.
So the free tier, you can have up to 100 participants. And one-on-one meetings without a time limit are possible. But if it looks like you have more than one-on-one, then it's for 40 minutes only, and you have to restart your meeting. So you just end the call, start a call.
Gotcha.
Like pretty much it. HD video.
The 100 participants thing is interesting because one of the local gyms in the area is streaming their yoga classes. So normally they have yoga classes in the studio, obviously.
Yeah.
But for now, since the gym's closed down, they're streaming the yoga classes so people can join in just at their home. And they're using Zoom for it, which, in my opinion, a better use would be something like just streaming on YouTube or streaming on Twitch or something.
Facebook Live.
Or Facebook Live, yeah, on like the company page. Yeah. Because those you can stream for unlimited amount of time. You're not limited to 100 participants. It's saved for later. Whereas Zoom
have it installed and ready to go.
Exactly. Yep. Whereas Zoom, you have to install it. You can only be limited up to 100 people, 40 minutes, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But the reason for using Zoom would be if you're interacting with the people on the other end. So for a school class, it makes sense to use something like Zoom.
But
when your students
yoga
talking
class,
back,
it wouldn't.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, it's
I've never taken a yoga class, so it might.
I don't know. Not really. Not really, but I mean, there's a time for Zoom and there's a time for not Zoom, and the school makes sense, but
Yeah.
just my 2 cents.
So there is a web portal. So it looks like you may not have to download the Zoom app.
Okay, so you can just use it in your browser. That's convenient.
Yeah, so then you could download the app if you are a Zoom user.
A heavy user of Zoom.
Yeah.
Speaking of heavy users, there's a lot of use on the internet right now because people are limited to their homes, which means that Valve is delaying some Steam auto updates to preserve the bandwidth.
I am so happy about this.
Steam will only auto update games you've played in the last 3 days, which for me is none of my games.
I think they should just have an option to turn auto update off. And when you hit play game, they'll say, there's an update for this game. And you can just hit play or update. I think that should be it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that every time I turn on my computer, Steam turns on, signs in, and it's like checking for updates. Killer. Then Spotify opening.
It makes sense. It can be convenient though. That way you don't have to update games. That way you don't have to wait on games to update when you want to play them. But
that's fair. I guess, yeah, I'm not the heaviest Steam gamer.
Yeah, me neither. And usually when I do play a game, it's the same game over and over and over again. So
yeah.
I don't mind waiting 30 minutes for a game to update if I'm going to play it for a week.
Yeah.
I don't play all the games in my library, often. So
you just don't go down every day and just play it for 15 minutes. Make sure it's running good.
Exactly. I play each game for 15 minutes every day.
Cycle the oil.
Yeah. Make sure it stays fresh.
Yep. Because you don't want to have your games end up being like Pokemon Stay.
Yeah.
That was a hard segue.
So the key to Pokemon Go is that you have to go and collect these Pokemon, which if you're staying inside is inconvenient.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, so Pokemon Go is adding some new features. They're adding at-home raid battles and adventure sync updates during the virus. Or you can install a GPS spoofer and use that to travel around.
Nerds, right?
I mean, it's Pokemon Go, so what can you expect?
Yep. So it says it'll include syncing so like if you clean your house, it'll sync those steps walking, or if you walk on a treadmill.
Cool.
So it looks like it's
kind of
going
neat, actually,
to take the steps more seriously rather than a geolocation.
Okay, because I've never played Pokemon Go, but I think I remember something about requiring a certain amount of steps before you could hatch an egg.
Yes. Yes, like eggs will take like
So
10,000 steps.
What this is referring to.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
It's a cool little update for the Pokemon Go players.
And then the raid battles will allow you to team up with friends who are in a separate location than you and do raid battles together from the comfort of your own home.
Okay. So your Pokemon Go players can Zoom each other.
Hop on a Zoom conference call. Only for 40 minutes, though.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's a one-on-one battle, you're fine. Yeah, raid battles are limited to 40 minutes. Something that's not limited to 40 minutes are Virginia students.
Minecraft.
How many hours have you played Minecraft today?
0.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
How many hours of Minecraft have you played today?
0 also, but it's not the idea.
I've played 0 hours of Minecraft in 2020.
I feel like this is how it would have to work out. Friends joked about organizing a virtual graduation ceremony. Then the invites went out. That sounds way too accurate. a whole bunch of people joked about it, and 3 guys were like, let's do it, and sat up all night till like 4 a.m. I bet that's what this article's about.
I have the best GIF or short meme for this.
Oh,
Let me find it. So this looks like it was a high school thing. Yeah, it was a high school thing. Okay. So it's a smaller class. It's not like a college course with 1,000 people, because that could get excessive.
18 participants.
Okay. Further down in the article, it says, "I didn't think this would be a thing," he said. "I just thought it'd be a joke."
You could look for the GIF.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool. I don't think there's a video of it, but you can change the hats, and so you can change like the skins or something. So you can have one hat with a tassel on one side, and then one hat with the tinsel on the other side.
That would
and they
be
can
cool.
switch hats on stage. Well, that's kind of cool. Minecraft being used literally for school. It's a school replacement.
All right, I think I found it. I guess I'll
put it over your face.
I probably shouldn't Discord it too. I can't put it over my face.
Or
actually,
put it in the doc, and I can just share my screen.
Let me see. I wonder if I can view the actual.
Now, if you can't do it, just throw in the doc.
There we go. Oh, that didn't work.
Uh-oh. It's all broken. Hey guys, watch this. Man, I so wish that part was kept on video.
Oh, yes. I guess I'll see if I can share my screen. We'll see how this works. Just turn on screen share. Now, which screen do I want to share?
So he does that. The story is like May, June-ish. We were talking about these little fire LED bulbs you can find in one of our old streams. And I had a bulb with the smaller outlet, light for night lights, but I had a normal sized light bulb outlet, that E23 or whatever it is. So I had a small bulb, big outlet. And I was like, oh, I think I just push it in there and make the connection. Little did I think that everything in the garage at the time, this is why we were streaming the garage, was all in one circuit. Oh, it's teeny.
I wonder if you can make my screen larger. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool. I can hear you too.
Way larger. Looks like a bunch of little emojis.
So it's emojis, and he's like spacebaring him.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll play the music too. And then he hands him the graduation thing, and then space bars him off the other side of the screen. Just thought that was hilarious.
You're about to be real big.
Let me see. Turn on camera. Hey, we figured out this streaming thing, right?
Yeah, we're basically professionals.
Wow, I am. My head is massive.
Yeah, still a little big.
Perfect. Good enough. Gaming will likely survive a recession. At our intro,
so I took the
you
small
seem to
light
think
bulb,
gaming would definitely survive.
Big socket, and stuck it in, and it knocked out the circuit breaker, and it killed our stream. I don't think we went back live. I think that was just the end. I don't think we went back live. Like, this is.
I'm pretty sure we went back live.
We did go back live.
Yeah. But it was the craziest thing when the power just went out.
We were just sitting in my garage without any lights.
We realized how stupid that actually was. It's like
Not
that should
always.
have been obvious. We should have seen that coming.
Yeah, but had to try. So
At least the
gaming's
light bulb
going.
didn't explode.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
Glass goes everywhere.
In my hand.
Can't return the light bulb to Amazon, you know.
Yeah. Despite the pandemic, gaming is well positioned to withstand recession.
I agree with this without a doubt.
Yeah, I think the market's going pretty good. I don't know for a fact.
This article says that video game usage increased 75% during peak hours. But here's what I'm thinking. I bet it increased even more on non-peak hours.
Yeah.
Because peak hours are already times that people are playing, right? Because peak hours are generally after work.
Yeah, like 10 p.m. or so or something.
Yeah, when everybody gets off work, when everybody's off work
Yep.
anyway. But now that people are out of work,
that
I can see it
those
going up.
work hours have gone skyrocket.
Yeah, between 9 and 5, I would think is even way busier than before.
Totally believable. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the video game market going down. I think it's one of the...
people not having spending money could potentially make it go down.
I don't think it'll happen for a while.
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting. YouTube Classic, you're saying that it's going to die.
I'm saying, well, I read on YouTube that it's going to die.
I think you're wrong. I think that it will stay forever and it'll never change. That's what I want.
Let me add this to the doc. I'll add a link.
Yeah, well, not the links. You know what? I forgot to do while you add that to the doc. Today is not the 16th. It is the 30th. Look at that. We call that.
Hey, I did update my description.
So do you still use YouTube Classic?
I still use YouTube Classic, but you know, the only time I ever use YouTube Studio anyway is on this stream, so. I didn't see an actual date yet. I just saw before the end of April. And it looks like this doesn't mention that either, actually.
Well, I'm going to miss it because it works. It works pretty well, too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so I don't have an exact date yet, but it'll be soon.
Otherwise, I think that's pretty much all the topics we have.
I think so.
Nothing too interesting has happened to me this week
for me, same, other than just, you know, working from home pretty much all the time, which is fine.
Are you getting
personally? I kind of like going into the office.
I'll say that's one of my favorite parts about working is not being home, which is a terrible thing to say, but
no, it's just nice to have a little bit of separation between the work life and the personal life.
Yeah. So you're home 24/7 now? Or you don't want to say that on
more
camera?
Or less. Yeah, more or less. But I can still go to work because I'm considered an essential employee. Yep. But I can also work from home, and might as well work from home because no one else is in the office anyway. It's like, what the heck? It'll be over soon.
You get that work feel, like going to a gym gives you that workout feel.
Yeah. Just getting out and around.
Yeah, versus buying weights and like I'm sitting in this corner of your room for the rest of eternity.
Buying a kayak and letting it sit in your garage because the kayaking places are closed.
Yeah. My knees hurt so much from that. Cool. Yeah, we talk about that after the stream.
Yeah, we can talk about that after the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, no, man, it's all scabbed over. It's pretty terrible.
Let's talk about that after the stream.
Yeah. 1 year anniversary next year. Words, right?
2-year anniversary next year.
Yep. We're gonna do something crazy. We'll have a 24-hour live stream, guaranteed.